Okay, so right here we have our image finished rendering. It took about 1 hour 33 minutes, so it's not that bad. For the speed, again, was just on the final. You can go with better resolution if you want to add more details. But you can see we have a nice foreground right here that is, again, look like somewhere look over a cliff. And we have this distance hill. So let's go inside the Photoshop, and I want to do just couple touch-ups on this image. Again, the clouds may be a little bit too busy. Maybe I want, if I render a bit more, maybe make them less cover. So reduce details and make less cover on this. And as well, you can add additional clouds if you wanted. For example, we can create a new layer, but you can go inside the brushes and select kind of like fog look effect. Let's go be sure it's set to 100% opacity on the white. And you can see we can click right here, can preview. One thing, if we do far away, it's become too white on ground. So what do we want? We want to take color and take maybe color of this fog right here. Let's reduce, and you can see now we can add even a little bit more with a brush. Just touch up some of those areas if you want to add density. Like example right here, you can see we kind of start adding density to this look. Okay, let's go try different. So I'm going to set white, and we'll, for example, can go and select just the clouds, and we can go add some clouds maybe on top if you want to. Okay, again, this is, let's switch to the soft light, and we can add with opacity if you want to add a little bit brighter, but I don't think they work very well right now, so I'm going to delete them. But I want to add a little bit more color overlay with this, create kind of a cyan yellowish look, a little bit more illustration. So for this one, I combine layers. When you're done to creating this, create a new layer, and you can do this by press Control Shift Alt E on a PC, or Control Shift Option E on the Alt E on the Mac. So let's go to now filters, and we'll go inside the filter forge. Okay, inside the filter forge, I'm going to use the phototone, and maybe just select some. You can see we have a nicer, a little bit more red look, cyan, and colder blue look. So we can go cycle through some of them. And of course, if you find base color you want to tweak, so we can do that as well. I'm actually, this one is look nice, or maybe leave it reddish, so we can try both colors, see which one work better. I do like kind of interesting effect right here going, and we can mask after. So preview. This is a little bit too cold. Again, it's interesting, but it's maybe a locally a bit cold effect. So I'm probably going with a, as a base, take like this less saturated. We can bring vibrance or saturations and vibrance in, kind of bounce them. Let's look on a little bit maroon, and I will use it. So add cyan and a little bit more yellowish. So what I will try to do. So we'll go the right here, a little bit cyanish color now, and let's see if we can warm up a little bit more from cyan. So I think right here work well. So let's go ahead, click apply. Okay, and right here some little bit color correction. You can see we change. I do like a little bit how greenish front, so I'm going to create a mask for this. We'll go select a brush. Okay, we'll set this brush to opacity 10 and switch to the black. So in this case, I can go and paint inside. You can see right here. So increase a little bit of this greenish look. Remove a little bit of the kind of maroon blue. So we'll add a little bit more green look to this. Okay, some effect a little bit too maybe points, so we can look, try create it right around here. I'm just painting on a mask. Always the good thing, sometimes go with mask and just apply blur to this, Gauge blur, so it will be kind of make smooth transition. Okay, and right here you can see before and after, so it's add some greenish effect. And we can always just take slightly a little bit down. Okay, I'm going to take a curve right now, and I'm looking just on the sky, so I want to add a little bit more interesting effect to the sky itself. So going right here. Just a little bit bluish, okay. And the same thing, so I can press Ctrl I on a mask, so mask is disappear now, and I can use it now white color to paint on a little bit right around, make bluer effect. Okay, it's look nice, but let's add some other effect as well. And I'm going to add a little bit of God rays, kind of lights going through. So we'll do white. We want 100% opacity. We'll click right here. You click once, put your mouse another place, hold down Shift click and click again. You can see it's creating a straight line. So this way I can go and I can create these lines going from one point. Okay, we can decrease. Don't worry too much about at this point, because what we're going to do, we'll go to blur them out a little bit. So we'll go to filter, blur, and blur, and just create a little bit so we can still kind of see them around right here. Let's switch this to the soft light. Okay, take slightly down. Just add this kind of effect, like almost God rays coming. Okay, we can also, if you feel you need to add a little bit more noise, you always can select them, or you can create a new, for example, let's create new layer. Just fill up with any color, because I want to go to render and clouds. If you don't fill out layer blank, it won't allow you to do this. Okay, we're done one. Next we can go to render different clouds, and now press Ctrl F. Still we have a kind of nice pattern, and our sun located on a side right a little bit on top. So I want put them kind of move those points. So I'm going to filter, blur, and we're going to actually radial blur. We'll go select zoom, select just maybe around that area. Pop quality, set best, click OK. Okay, now you can see it's kind of rays going almost. So if we are setting this to the soft light, you can see how the light's coming from this point. And if we select layer below and click a mask, you can see it's creating this interesting mask for us now from other lights. Okay, let's go to Control I. We can inverse all of this mask if you think one ray is more than another, so you can select those lines. Okay, let's go Control I this way. And we have the same rays, just only a little bit more distortions on them. Okay, let's go ahead and just bring this slightly so I don't want to overwhelm. And we can bring other ones above. Let's move them right here. And because mask is kind of overlay, I'll try maybe inverse it. Kind of playing with these lights. Just add kind of a little bit more motion, I think, to this. Okay, let's go do one more things. We'll combine all of them. We'll go to blur, Asian blur. Bring maybe around 2-3 pixels. Okay, and switch to the screen. This will create a little bit dreamy look. Again, this is I'm just showing options. You can use them or just hold wherever you feel like. If you create darker, it will actually, soft light will create a bit darker glowing, and of course screen will create this lighter kind of foggy look, so we can add and also manipulate. For example, I like how it's come up with the sky, but maybe a little bit too much in this area, so we always can go ahead and use it mask for this. And we can maybe 20%. We can just paint off some of this effect right here. Okay, let's, as a last point, I'm going to create a curve around. So again, dark, create a mask, fill up the middle with the black. We'll go inside the mask for our curve and pop up a little bit on a feathering and switch to the soft light. So right here you can see just create kind of border, bring a little bit more attention to the middle. And of course we'll just set this opacity. So here's our image that we created inside the view and slightly retouched inside Photoshop. Just add some of those small effects. Again, this is all optional. Image straight out of Vue, it still looks very nice. Now hopefully it's give you some inspiration to create a new work. Thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio, and please remember visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.